Do a bit of everything, mate. Right? My skills know no bounds.
So where are we, Ted?
We're in Scotland. Me and Adam drove through the night. We left at about, well, I left at 8, picked him up at Cobham. Got to Scotland, well, a lock nearby at about 6:30 in the morning. So we didn't do too bad, really, about 12 hours, but that's with a lot of stops. Then we'd probably done it in closer to 10. So today's Saturday. We're going to get down to the circuit in a bit. I think it opens up around midday. Unload the car, get the gazebo up, get all set out, come home, go for dinner, go to bed. Or, also, we're going to get in the hot tub. Because it's absolutely bitchy Airbnb, as you can see, which is unbelievably fucking nice. There's a hot tub. So, that's a massive bonus. All action tomorrow. Chilled out today, you know. What do you think of the Airbnb?
It's quite nice, isn't it? Swanky.
Best one so far this year.
It's got hot water.
Already better than Wonderland. It's got towels, so it's already better than the one in Wales.
Yeah.
Although the Blighton one was pretty good.
The Blighton one was sick.
I like that one. But they don't have a hot tub.
No.
I'm really tempted to get in it.
Yeah.
I almost got in it like 7 o'clock this morning. No. But yeah, that's what we're up to. Sweet.
And then explain yourself, Ted. What are you doing down there? What are you doing under the car, mate?
Broke something.
What'd you break?
Exhaust bolt.
Why'd you break that?
Not listening to Danny.
Yeah.
But we replaced it, so it's okay.
We've replaced it with something better.
Yeah, it's tighter now.
Yeah.
That spring is completely cooked up.
Is it? That's why I'm tempted to get you to do the other side so that it's...
See if it blows.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Still blowing?
No.
No? You fixed it?
I can do that sometimes.
No, well, you can break things, but I made you fix it yourself this time.
It's been done properly then.
Yeah.
You know what they say, if you want something done properly,
Do half a job.
get someone else to do it.
Yeah. Happy with that?
I'm gonna check the midsection quick.
Nice.
Fucking sweet as a nut.
Hey Ted, it's very dark.
It is very dark.
Oh, I'll fix that. There you go, mate.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Race day.
It
Oh
is.
wait. Let's do it again. I was fiddling with the
Oh,
mic.
good morning.
Good morning. It's race day. We're in the Fife. We're on our way to the circuit. Just about to leave. Just checked out the Airbnb and we're on our way. It's gonna be a good day. Woo! Woo! We had a fantastic start to the day. I missed driver's briefing. But luckily they've done me an extra special driver's briefing on mine. Which is quite nice because I got to ask some questions and yeah.
And you can't say that you didn't understand or
No.
you missed anything?
No excuses there. So basically, from what I learned from driver's briefing is, there is no track limits. Well, there is, but it's like, no.
Standard track limit.
There's no like, that's right, that's wrong. It's don't go on the green stuff. Don't be a div, you know.
Yeah.
Just keep it on the track.
Max was saying that you are not allowed to drive over that grass.
Yeah, not over the grass.
You will get
either go
disqualified.
right round or turn around and come back, so they'll not be happy. I've just signed on. I've got my transponder. Been to driver's briefing, eventually, and then now I am ready to rock. Scrutineered yesterday. That was all sweet. Sailed straight through it. No trouble whatsoever, as always. Now it's that waiting around in the rain. Yes, so that's where we're up to, and I guess we'll catch up with you guys shortly before we go out, I imagine.
Or after we get back.
Or after we get back. Depends what we remember.
At some point during the day, we'll catch up with you.
See you in a bit.
So that was practice.
Practice was great. Very bumpy. It was very wet. It was very fun. The loose is long and good, which makes for good racing, interesting, more, you know, entertaining for both the drivers and those who watch. The new POV camera worked really, really well. And I'm confident there's a lot of places I can make a lot more time, so I'm thrilled. It's just, you know, practice, you take it very ginger. Practice in the wet, you take it very, very ginger. Practice in the wet on a track you've never been around, take it very, very, very ginger. Especially when that track is known as a car killer. So definitely nerve-wracking at points. There's places I want to go wider. Overall, that's probably the main thing, is on a couple of corners I want to be wider on. One, to avoid bumps, as you'll see. And one, to get a better line onto the straight. I was completely off the racing line there. I think I was just eager to get into the corner and not bin it. And I think I can work on them too and make a lot of good time up. So that's where we're at. It's pissing it down. Everyone's cold and wet. So we're going to keep warm and eat food. Heat 1 done. That was chaos. Turn 1 got a bit messy. Basically, I got the start. I had a decent start, to be fair. And I think I had the edge on Finn. Reaction times were pretty spot on there and good on the power. So then Finn had legs with the Saxo lightness that it does. So both going to turn 1, there's contact, Finn and my front corner collides. I was on the inside line, obviously I don't think I definitely pushed anything there, but unfortunately it resulted in contact, which meant we went out. I see Will Noon fly around the outside. I don't know what went on behind me, but I think they just went through pretty easily. And then, yeah, I was the last to recover to get back on the track. Well, that left me in 6th. And then throughout the race, I managed to make a place back up into 5th towards the end. But it was bumpy, it was wet, it was slippery. More slippery than practice, definitely a lot slipperier. But overall manageable. I think the C2 handles the bumps really well, and this is a very bumpy track, so I'm quite pleased about that. I stuck softer springs in it, as you would remember. So that's definitely been the right call to make, I think. I'm pretty happy I've done that.
You did also lose a piece of bodywork.
Also, so on the last bend coming out of the loose, bit too much on the power, I guess it just caught me out, and I must have just, and I mean just about caught the red and white, well, red or white, big barrier thing, which ones they fill up with water. I must have caught one of them, which is probably what took that off. You know, I didn't think I hit it. I thought that was close. Well, I must have actually hit it. But luckily, we've got
a spare.
Infamous Blighton bumper. This is the one that come off at Blighton.
Oh,
if you
yeah,
remember.
I remember.
Yes, this is the Blighton
That's
bumper.
why it's scuffed to all hell.
This one won't come off. This one will keep holding on, if you remember.
It did hold on well.
It did hold on, so hopefully this one will stay on more. Just got to keep improving throughout the day. I definitely made improvements. I'd like to have a look at my times, is probably what I should do next, and find out where I am in comparison to the last practice. We'll see. It wouldn't surprise me if I am slow at that one, although I reckon on the last bend, I definitely made a bit of improvement, and I was pleased with how I started to handle that. But we'll see. Pleased. Wicked. So, that was interesting once again. It was a much better start the first time around. Had a really good start. Well, no, actually, the start wasn't great, but what happened after the start, going down the straight and how I positioned myself, got into the first bend, that was good. Really pleased. Ended up just behind the 2 litre cars, Mark Henry and Alex Fletcher. That was going really well, really smoothly. Car was handling the bumps nicely. Making a lot of time on them on the loose, like I say, because I think this car's a little bit better suited to the loose at this track than some of the other cars. But then, unfortunately, there was a red flag. I think Finn Vore might have come off and hit a tyre. I've seen him walking around, he's all right. I think he was just a bit of a whack. So he's okay, thank God. And we got to go back out, but obviously Finn had to come in. Then on the second start, well, much better launch. But then I pulled it back to go into second, and then there was no second again. So I managed to fish around and find it with some struggles. By that point, I was dead last. And to come down into the first bend, I made a position back on Andy Harris. In the Swift, the green and red Swift. Managed to make a position back on him. Managed to make a position on Mark Henry as well. Fortunately, I lost that again trying to use second that wasn't there. But gear linkage troubles again. Again, would you believe it? But it's not the end of the world. I have brought a spare one, and I do promise to be a little bit more gentle. I may have been a bit vicious with it.
Yeah, you best be.
Yeah. Whoops. Yeah, so I ended up 4th in the end out of, well, 5 because 6 wasn't there. I took that position on Mark Henry, but unfortunately, yeah, like I say, he took it on me right on the last bend, right before the finish line. It was pretty gutting, but good racing nonetheless. And yeah, other than that, the car's held up nicely. I think I've improved. I should probably check my times, actually. That's a good point. But yeah, good racing, good fun. It's now lunch break. Danny's actually going to have a sit down because he's just been putting on gear linkages. I'm going to do social media stuff, trying to update everyone following on the Shep RX Instagram. And yeah, that's where we're at. Well. Here we are.
Well, first explain what happened in the last one.
I don't really know.
The bumper coming off again.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
You watch footage, I didn't hit nothing.
Yeah, well, we haven't got a camera on the back of the car, so.
But kept on track, kept it good, all sweet, all good, all nice. Come back with a flailing rear bumper. Also, that was interesting, the front bonnet, well, the only bonnet, the bonnet started lifting. Someone didn't do a pin-up, I don't know who it is, but someone didn't. Which meant I did lift at one point because I didn't want super loads of water getting under there. I was kind of worried
Or
about
the
that.
whole thing coming off and smashing the windscreen.
All that. So just kind of lifted a little bit. Also, we lost the speedo. And I'm pretty sure as when the speedo lost, I lost a little bit of rev range. But we've plugged all the ECU back in tight. Cable ties so it won't come loose. Cable ties and pin the bonnet down now. And now...
Bumper's back on.
Bumper's back on. Now it's the final. And there is nothing to lift off for.
Apart from finishing.
Finishing and corners.
Yeah, corners are usually where, you lift off and a little bit of brake, maybe.
A little bit. But I can give it some now, and I'm probably going to. Because why not? It's the last race of the year. It's the final. You go. All or nothing. So I'm going to give it my best shot. Pretty sure whether me starting the final or whether I finish the final, one of those two will make me the BTRDA production Rallycross 1600cc champion. But yeah, I'm pretty happy right now. Just got one more time to go out, and yes, that's the end of the season. I imagine I'll probably end up doing a rally sprint or a test out too, and we'll be messing around all throughout the winter anyway, playing with cars like we usually do. But this is the first time, well, the last time that we're going to be racing until at least March. So, yeah, been a good year. See you guys on the other side. It's a couple of days after we've been racing now. We obviously was racing on the Sunday, and amongst all the chaos, and after we got the big win, we got a little bit carried away and we were so busy, things were flying, and we were just having such a good time and being so thrilled about the result we got that we actually forgot to do the filming and a bit of a recap on the final. So, as for the final, as you've probably just seen, it was chaos. The first run out was just hectic. There was probably the craziest thing that's ever happened to me in a car happened. I very nearly didn't come out so well from it, but fortunately, I just managed to slip through the gap with some insane luck. It was very unfortunate for the other two drivers that were involved that didn't get to go back out, Finn Vaught and Mark Henry. Really unfortunate for them both. It really sucked. It was a bit of a freak incident from what I understand. I think Will Noon caught the tyres on the right side and it just slowed him down so much that Finn collided with the back, and then they both kind of sort of stopped dead. That left Mark Henry to sandwich Finn's car. Really unfortunate for Finn. His car actually got written off. That's going to need a reshell, or I'm not sure what his plan's going to be, but that car is done. It's just such a shame because it's been such a good car all year. It's given me some fantastic competition to race against. It's really sad to see that Orange Saxo get, demolished. So unfortunately, that's the outcome for them. But then on the next run out, somehow they managed to let Will Noon out by cable tying his boot lid down, and they sent him back out with us. And it was me, Fletcher, Noon and Andy Harris, and we went back out for one last run. Coming into the third corner, I think, Will Noon we both entered the loose. I think I had a little bit more pace coming onto it. Will Noon, we're both going around the bend. I've got to keep the power on just to pull me through. Sort of Will Noon, we both kind of fell into the same path. Caught Will Noon's rear quarter, spun him, and that's drawed us both into the tyres. I think I managed to keep away from contact with the tyres, but basically it stopped us both dead. Luckily, I managed to recover quicker, I think a little bit quicker than Noon, but I think Noon then realised that the steering had broken from his impact with the tyre wall. So unfortunately, that meant that I think Noon didn't actually finish, he got a DNF. But then, the race was on. Then I had to make back some time, and in my head, I was hoping to at least make a position back to be, first in the 1600 class at the end of the race. But somehow, I managed to lay down some really impressive lap times. I think I was 3 seconds quicker than Fletcher on the laps in the final, consistently as well. This car just out of nowhere, and everything kind of tied together and just seemed to go right. I think I really started to get the track down finally at the end of the day. And I overtook Andy Harris, I think, within the next 2 laps. And then by the end, I was very close to getting Fletcher, so unbelievably close to overtaking him at points. I think if I'd been a little bit more patient and picked a better time to go for him, perhaps that might have been a better outcome. Fantastic drive from Fletcher, a fantastic drive from Andy Harris as well. It was a real crazy, just barrel of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was great. Yeah, so that's how we ended up. We ended up second overall and first in class. Absolutely thrilled about it. I'm so happy with how the C2 performed at Knockhill. I think it's definitely a track that is suited for the way this car is set up. The little tips and tricks that we've done throughout the year, I think definitely aid how the car performs. And yeah, it was wicked. So now you're going to see, I'm going to go get my trophy, and I think that's about it.
600cc class in third place, Finn Vaught. Second place, Andy Harris. And in first place, Ed Shepherd. Stinger production in the 1601 2-litre class. In third place, Mark Henry.
Knockhill, just all in all, was amazing. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you to everyone who came up. It was so good to have the team there and to come and support me in such a long drive. Me and Adam, we stomped through the drive there and back, done it each way in about 10 hours or just under, which is pretty impressive because it's a long drive, over 500 miles. And yeah, huge shout out to all the team at Knockhill, all the team at the BTRDA for such a great year's racing. It's been so much fun. I've thoroughly enjoyed this year. I'm so glad that I made the choice to start partaking in such a great championship. And yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, we just got to start thinking about next year. Tough. Fucking thrilled. I'm glad I Oh, fucking hell. That's a wrap.
Cheers, dude. Hey. Hey.